secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Here comes the heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him. But the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets the quarterback.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. If they seeded the playoff today, these
guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do. And this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided,
turning it on. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that, when a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown ball.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give to the tailback. Finding open areas. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Thomas. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Wide receiver going in motion. Off from the shotgun. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on 3rd down. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can...
He's loose on the left. The 40.
A huge play there as he has it inside the 20th to 19.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has...
Heading to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And man, I'll tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try the run. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Volunteers! Fitted in the window for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The sure hands, it's up. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Third down coming up after the completion. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. Makes the catch, it's Burks. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it down on the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away incomplete.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Or maybe a double pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Will kick it off to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, and that's where his offense will go to work. For this Sooner offense to go back to work. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession
breaks into the open. Drills him with the stiff arm. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. He's bringing a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. He's got his man. Makes the grab. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. And into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. He wants to go deep. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar.
Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down. Racing to the right. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Sooner.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the air, it's Aguilar. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And the balls line up to punt it away. This will be... Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker is Staley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Slings it downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Volunteers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Grab near the sticks, it's Staley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They just keep firing. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. To the air, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does.
There he goes. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're they're up by 5 over TCU. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Vols want to move quickly.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The play action fake. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You got like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It's caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Volunteers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sooner. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Caught behind the line, it's Thomas.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Looking down the middle. Found the seam. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Under fire. He gets it to the 34-yard line. An excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, they're going to win this game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside and making the big tackle.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Leaves it with the back. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now rolling to the left. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.